The road to WrestleMania begins at the Royal Rumble in Phoenix, Arizona. Carl Coulange here for the Sports Hit List, by the fans and for the fans. I'd like to thank my panel for joining me here today. Nick from the Wrestling Radar. How you doing, man? TK the Tank, Tom Kenny, SmackDown Live Reviews, and Mean Gene.
You know what's up, Future Go.
I haven't seen you in a while, man. How you been?
I've been good, man. You know, I've been doing some video shooting, but you know, it's been mostly for the spotlight now. Cause, you know,
come on, man. You gotta bring the spotlight stuff up in here.
You know, I'm a Sports Hit List guy, but you know, like, I gotta do some stuff.
Cross branding over here.
But I'm glad, Tom.
You're promoting the other brand.
I'm glad, man. Tank is doing the good work for me, man. That's what's up, man. Yeah. Thank you very much.
All right, so I'm not gonna waste any time. Let's get right into the card. I don't know if this match is made to the main card or if it's part of the pre-show, which sometimes I care not to watch.
Yeah, join the club.
The Cruiserweight Championship, Buddy Murphy versus Tozawa, Kalisto, and Hideo. What do we think?
I've got to go with the hot hand, Buddy Murphy, the heart and soul, 205 Live. So that's my pick.
Okay.
I'm going to pick Buddy Murphy as well. I think he retains here at the Royal Rumble and continues on his reign.
Okay.
Buddy Murphy, also, I don't think he's dropping the title. Not yet.
Okay. I'll be honest, I don't watch the Cruiserweights. There's only so much wrestling content I can take. But
that's okay.
I did attend the SmackDown Live taping over the summer, or SmackDown Live, and I saw them. They do a great job.
Yeah.
Their shows are just amazing. So I think they should get more airtime, but there's only so much room they can put them on.
There's not a very bad time slot, so I think a lot of people fall victim to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus it's one of the least watched shows on the network, so the wrestlers aren't too well known now that they're not on Raw anymore, but they still put on a great show if you watch.
No, they do, absolutely, yeah.
But and they are making some good stuff right now. Like you see Mustafa Ali, who used to be a member of the 205 Live roster, now he's on SmackDown Live doing his thing. So they have a shot of getting to the main roster. At least that's what I saw.
If I had to say, I'd say Buddy Murphy does retain, though. Just based upon research and seeing some of the highlights, I'd say he does
Unanimous decision, right?
But I do have to do a better job of watching the Cruiserweights.
Okay.
No?
It's okay.
It's okay?
It's okay.
I got to pass?
You don't worry about it.
All right.
Just watch NXT.
Rusev Day, right? Versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the U.S. Championship match. I feel this match, WWE kind of contradicted themselves a little bit because they said no rematch clauses, but then here's Shinsuke getting a rematch, right? What do we think?
I've got to stick with Rusev. Just won the title. I can't see him dropping it right now.
Okay.
Same. I think the Bulgarian Brute pulls this win out from Shinsuke. Shinsuke's title reign was, lackluster at best. I feel the build for this has been better, but Rusev, he takes the win.
I'm going Rusev also. Like, it's been a damn shame what they've done with Nakamura since the Rumble. Like, this dude lost back to AJ Styles, and then he became United States champion. Then it was like barely any airtime, didn't get into any feuds at all. So it's like, there's really no point in giving him
No, he did. He had a feud with Jeff Hardy. That's how he got the title, right? He had a little feud with Jeff Hardy, right?
I said barely any feuds.
Barely, yeah.
Barely.
All right. The Bar versus, now here's a quick thing. Shout out to my guy, Ashley Valm. He came up with a nickname for this team. Awesome Money. Shane, wouldn't that make sense? Ooh, that's not me. It's Ashley.
Ashley, you know what? He should bring it up. Trademark that.
He should. Keep in mind, if we see them call him that, you know where you got that from. It came from Ash, who's in the Sports Hit List group, and I told him, I said, I texted him today, I said, I'm going to give you a shout out. He was texting in the group, in the wrestling group we are. He said, we got to call him Awesome Money. Right? So
that's better than my name, man. I call him the Shiz, and that sucks.
The Shiz? Okay. So the Bar versus the Shiz are Awesome Money, Shane and The Miz. SmackDown Live tag titles. Before I let you guys go, a quick tip, I hate the storyline. I just completely don't like it.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think it's pretty stupid when you have tag teams like Sanity and Gallows and Anderson on the SmackDown roster, and you're pushing The Miz and Shane McMahon, two guys that don't need to be in the tag team division, but now they are. And unfortunately, it's just the trend of WWE. They're going to win the belts.
All right. I like it, but hear me out, because it reminds me of Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho from a couple years ago with the Festival of Friendship. And if you're going to have a pay-per-view like Crown Jewel and you're going to call Shane McMahon the best in the world, it makes sense to try to at least drive some storyline out of that, unlike Survivor Series where nothing carried over. And I think they've been a decent comedy team so far, and it gives both guys something to do to WrestleMania. So I want to see them win the title belts. I think they win the title belts, and I'm going to be happy about it.
Yeah, I'm with my man over here. Like, I really hate the fact that they did this with Miz and Shane. Like what you said, they have like Sanity, they have Gallows and Anderson. Again, they obviously can't pimp out the New Day anymore because they've already done all those matches already. But it's just like, I don't like it at all. And obviously, pretty much all of us know what this is. This is just leading to Miz and Shane at WrestleMania, which sucks because honestly, Miz should be facing Bryan at WrestleMania. But
that's my pick. If
yeah, like, I really hate that because that's exactly where they're going.
It's a
Miz
waste.
and
And I've said this in conversation with all you guys all the time. why is Shane in another match? It's just like, it's like a McMahon hogging the spotlight. Like, you don't need to be in a match anymore. I get it. Maybe he doesn't want to get past his prime, but he came back, he fought The Undertaker, AJ Styles, you know, countless
in
matches.
his defense, though, he does put on good matches.
There is no defense. Shane McMahon is almost 50 years old. He's taking up a spot. There's no.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
It's the same thing that we just said. Like, Shinsuke got a misused and mispushed, right? There's a spot he could have had. Who's using it? Shane.
You're right.
So it's like we can't pick and choose because yes, he does great performances, but it's not Shane of WrestleMania 17 anymore. Why is he still in the main event, and why is he still in the SmackDown?
Especially since a win against Shane really means nothing.
It doesn't.
Honestly, that's the worst
But the
part of
crowd
it all.
pops for him. He's popular with the audience.
Yeah, but that's why.
Because his last name is McMahon.
Listen,
Any
no
McMahon's
disrespect to
going to
the
get a
audience, they don't
pop.
know any better.
But yeah, but like when it
man.
comes to the prediction thing, I'm with you. Miz and Shane are taking this belt at the Rumble. It's just a fact. That's
Okay,
just
all right. Asuka versus Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's Championship. What do we think?
I think that Becky is destined for the Raw Women's title eventually, so Asuka's sticking with it.
Asuka?
I'm going with Asuka as well. It's tough though because I could see Becky winning just because she's so good, and I feel like there might go a different route with the Raw Women's title. But I'm going with my hopes. I'm going with Asuka.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly cannot wait to see this match. I feel like it's going to be one of the match stealers at the Rumble because, like, this is kind of, for me, it was like a dream match because it's like you have two ladies who you know can go any day of the week. They can go. So I'm expecting a classic here. As for who's winning, I'm going with Asuka because I see Becky Lynch. She's probably going to win the Women's Royal Rumble match, and then she's going to go on to face Ronda at the WrestleMania. So I think she's going to take.
Did you just give us your pick for the Rumble already?
Yeah. Oh, my bad if I jumped the gun, but yeah, I'm
giving away all the surprises.
But saying, Asuka wins this. I think this is Becky's final job for SmackDown Live before she leaves.
Okay. I could totally see Asuka winning it. She needs it, and clearly we haven't seen her really had a push with the top championship, and so she retains it, and she needs it.
She needs it.
After her loss to Charlotte last year,
Yeah.
so I agree with you guys. We all
Needs
agree
it,
here.
man.
So Asuka with the win. Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's title.
Now this is where I got to agree with man over there. That this one I think is going to steal the show. This match, these two women are incredible athletes, but I think Ronda's holding that belt till Mania, so Ronda's going to retain.
Ronda, she's the Rookie of the Year for me. She's come in, she's outperformed any of my expectations. She's been absolutely brilliant this whole year. I think she puts on a great match with Sasha Banks, like you said. I think it is one of the show stealers of the night, and Ronda retains with the armbar.
Yeah, this is gonna be like it's gonna be another show stealer, man. Like I love it with these women. Like 2018 was the year for them. They were putting on classic matches every single pay-per-view, and they're gonna do it again at the Rumble. I see Ronda winning this match, and for me, when it comes to Ronda Rousey, I've been like, you know, she. Like some of the feuds that she has been in, it's not really her fault, like why it's not that great. Like, you know, you have fans who are hating on her because all she does is arm bars and throws. When it's like, you guys got to understand, if y'all put her in the ring with a ring general, and I'm talking about like a Charlotte, a Becky, a Sasha, a Bayley, Asuka, like you put her in the ring with those kind of women, she's going to put on an epic performance. And you saw that Survivor Series. She put on a good match with Charlotte, and I expect another epic performance because she's going to face Sasha Banks, who is like, #1, if not #2 best female wrestler on the roster, period. So this is going to be a classic match, but Ronda's taking that W. She's taking the W.
I agree with you guys in terms of it being a great match, and I'd like to let's give a quick round of applause to the women for the division as being great.
Absolutely.
And they put on better matches than the men.
Really
I will
is.
say that.
Yes.
But I disagree with the winner. If I'm consistent and we're talking about booking this right, Ronda drops the title because Charlotte interferes because of what she did to her at TLC. And you have her drop the championship, and that could lead up to a storyline for whatever's coming for WrestleMania. If they want to book it right, and we know Ronda's quote-unquote to win because you guys just predicted it, right? Why not have her drop the championship because of a screw job to Charlotte? Charlotte comes out of nowhere because she'll be at the Rumble and gets her revenge.
And you see, I would agree with you on that point, but there's one thing you got to realize: WWE is not consistent. So I see this is going to be the moment. Like, I completely agree with you. Like your story, Ace, makes perfect sense. Ronda should not win at the Rumble, but they're going to drive this home that Ronda's going into Mania as champion.
Yeah,
so it's not
because
you know what? Like I said, I think Ronda drops. I think she loses.
Yeah, it goes back to what we were saying earlier about with WrestleMania. You need a big name to sell the event to the common fan who doesn't watch every week, and Ronda Rousey is that name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship.
Daniel Bryan's retaining.
Daniel Bryan retains.
I call Daniel Bryan retaining as well. I love his new gimmick.
Daniel Bryan, and it's going to be an awesome match.
Yeah, another round of applause
Three.
for Daniel Bryan going
Three.
heel,
Yeah,
right?
oh, man.
We gotta
Three.
give it up,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
I think he retains, and Tom and I were discussing it too. It's great to see him working heel and like.
is.
Yeah.
Especially since he's
That's
wanted
tight.
to
I
do
never
that
thought
for
I'd say
months
the
now.
title again.
Brock versus Finn Balor for the WWE. The reigning, defending, Universal Champion Brock Lesnar versus Finn. And we've seen how McMahon is building this now. The David
Yes.
versus Goliath, Finn can't win.
It's
cute.
I'm going to say right off the bat, I think Finn wins.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I couldn't agree more. My boy
Yeah.
Finn Balor is taking this, and he's taking it as the Demon. I don't care what he said to ESPN. He's showing up as the Demon to Chase Field.
I mean, first of all, it's really cool that you have two leaders of Bullet Club, going for the two titles in WWE. You have AJ Styles and Finn Balor. So kudos to them for getting to that point. It's easy to book Brock Lesnar to win. That's why I think they're going to book Finn Balor to win. And I'm picking Finn as well. I'm with Finn. I want to see it.
I guess I'm the lone wolf here.
Suplex City. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm wearing it.
Yes,
This is
Brock
my
Lesnar.
guy, Brock. Son, I do not see Finn Balor winning this Universal Championship. I don't even see him sniffing that belt for the whole year. I see him, in fact, he's probably going to be leaving and going to that new promotion. That's what I see.
I'll see you guys. I'll leave you guys with this. This feels kind of like a Eddie versus Brock 2004.
Yeah.
Oh, like No Way Out?
Yes,
Yeah.
I get that
But
feeling.
nobody's interfering, though.
Yeah, there's no Goldberg, right? But you just see that like the underdog story, like the way they're building it, like he can't win, and then he finally beats someone doesn't actually beats Brock. You can't see that really happening.
Nah, man.
There's the fact how much they're digging
I do not
Literally,
in.
I would jump
mean,
out of my seat and just go running around my house
Yeah.
just screaming.
Dude,
like,
I do not.
I could mark out.
Son,
to see
I don't
that.
see him winning. I don't see him turning demon. I see Brock is going into Arizona, delivering them suplexes, beating the brakes off of Finn, and it's over. But don't get me wrong, it's going to be a great match. Like I want to see this match because it's
Okay.
a match I've been wanting to see since last year. But Finn is not winning that title.
I do
Brock.
agree with Nick, though. I will
Brock.
say Demon Finn does come out. No matter, regardless of what he said, he probably said it to throw us off. Demon Finn. Okay, Women's Royal Rumble. Who we have winning?
All right, I'll throw out my hot take. Probably going to look at me weird. I'm saying Sasha Banks is winning this. I'm saying they're completely going away from Charlotte and Becky because
Wow.
there's another.
Sorry to cut you off, she's gonna wrestle and then come back in the Rumble and win it.
Yep.
Really?
I'm saying that she's going to come back, with the help of possibly, Ronda. Maybe it comes down to the final three with Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha, and Ronda somehow screws out Becky and Charlotte out of it, and I think she goes and challenges Asuka for the SmackDown Women's title.
Interesting.
My pick, not so much a hot take, more vanilla. I think Charlotte Flair wins it. You look at her track record, all her title wins, the fact she beat Asuka at WrestleMania. You obviously know WWE trusts her and wants to put her in big situations. It's been rumored she's going to be in the main event against Ronda for the title. I think Ronda retains and Charlotte wins the Royal Rumble, setting up that match. Becky Lynch may or may not be edited.
Nah, I think Becky's like I said earlier, she's taking that L from Asuka, and she's coming back in the Rumble and she's winning it because it's like. You gotta do Becky Ronda, man, because they built this up for months, and not even on WWE's part. It's more for on Becky and Ronda for what they've been doing on social media, like basically going tit for tat, like mocking each other's styles. Like the fact that we were supposed to get this match at Survivor Series, but Nia Jax did Nia Jax thing and again took somebody out. But it's like since Survivor Series, we should have got this match. Charlotte Flair, I kind of agree with you on that point where like they can trust her to go in there. Like she's an excellent, like she can put on a great match with anybody. But it's like. I don't want to see the match anymore because I saw that Survivor Series. I want to see something fresh. Give me Becky Ronda at WrestleMania.
I feel like Becky is the obvious pick. I mean, obviously they go with the obvious sometimes, but I think it's just too obvious that they're not going to do it.
This is where the obvious is going to work.
It's hard to pick, but the favorites are clearly
Charlotte or Becky.
But it's like, okay, how much more of Charlotte or Becky can we get fed? But they're great, right?
Yeah.
Do we throw? Last year we had Asuka was clearly the favorite to win. I do like Jean's premise though.
I do, but
because we haven't seen Ronda versus
Becky,
and
but
that's what we were
all
supposed to get, and we didn't get it. So I definitely see that narrative, and I think I'm going.
We all know that Charlotte's going to get added into that match somehow, because Charlotte gets put into every single match, a big time match.
I like your thing about Sasha Banks. If she can find a way to weasel her way into SmackDown and fight Asuka for the championship, I would love that.
Maybe she goes under the bottom rope and hangs outside for the entire match.
So here we go, guys. The Men's Royal Rumble, and every single year I just get so excited when you hear 3, 2, 1. I've attended 2 of them. I just love the Royal Rumble, just that whole feeling of someone's coming down, the surprise entrance. It's just, and this year I kind of really don't know where to go with it. And what do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, this year is very open-ended. There really isn't a clear-cut favorite like there's been in past years, but I'm going to go with my boy, Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Stole my thunder. I'm going with Seth Rollins as well. I think he comes in at #1 and Iron Man's it, goes the whole way, wins the Rumble, faces Finn Balor at
That's
WrestleMania.
bold.
I disagree with you. I think it's kind of clear cut that it's either going to be Seth Rollins or Drew McIntyre for me, because they're the only two. I obviously see a Raw superstar is going to win this, because that's the only way they're going to validate somebody facing my guy Brock at WrestleMania. So I'm going to go with Seth Rollins, like you guys did. Seth Rollins goes in there, faces Brock, beats him for the Universal title, and becomes champion. Especially since Seth is the only one who actually has beaten Brock before. So even though it was at WrestleMania, but I'm still counting that. I'm still counting that. But Seth wins, Universal Champion, WrestleMania.
I don't know. I really, to be honest with you, I can't. It's hard for me to make a pick. I love Seth. Seth is my mainstream guy. I'm all into the redesign, rebuild, reclaim, and Seth freaking Rollins. I love him.
I'm gonna burn it down.
Burn it down.
Okay, but how about this? Do you see a SmackDown Live or a Raw superstar win?
It's tough because last year SmackDown, if you're going to go consistency, a SmackDown guy won it last year, but then now you question who's Daniel Bryan going to face at WrestleMania. So it's like, okay, maybe a SmackDown guy win it. If I had to pick a wild card, I would say someone that we wouldn't expect to win, Ali from SmackDown, and he faces Daniel Bryan. If I was to say someone, that would be a good match for them to have.
Then he better be winning it then.
And you could easily book. Just remember, whoever wins the Rumble, remember about the other title. You could easily have a championship for them to elimination chamber for #1 contendership, and then they win it. The other thing, you can go typical John Cena. He wins and he goes on to WrestleMania to win his 17th World Championship. That's something that's coming too. So you can go. That's why I'm saying this Rumble. You can go either way in either storyline. We don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You have other guys who will be possibly returning. I'm hoping Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens. That could possibly be another storyline too. So, honestly, I leave it open-ended. I really honestly can't make a pick.
You gotta pick a pick, Carl.
Okay.
Stop bull-jiving.
Make a pick, someone.
Seth Rollins. All right.
There you go.
Let's go.
And
Just to go.
Hop on the
But
bandwagon.
speaking of returns, I think Bray Wyatt returns, comes at #2, doesn't win, goes a long time, and he ends up facing Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
You know what? I would love that. There we go. Bray Wyatt.
Bray
Come
Wyatt
back
at
to
#2, Seth Rollins #1.
Why is he booking this stuff? Come on.
We should be booking it. Well,
We should.
I'd like to thank
Committee
you
right
guys. I'd like to thank you guys for joining me here on the Sports Hit List. Hopefully, we'll
problem.
do one for WrestleMania.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
the card. You guys are going, right?
Oh,
You guys are going.
I'll be
Gene, you
there.
going?
Going where?
WrestleMania?
Yeah.
It's in our backyard, in our hometown MetLife Stadium.
We're all gonna go freeze our
You guys
asses off?
enjoy it. I'm not
Yeah.
going to freeze myself off. I'll stay home, comfortable on my couch and
Nah,
I'll watch
I
it.
might be
But
going, I might be going.
we definitely will be doing a preview show to WrestleMania, so please stay tuned. Like us, the Sports Hit List, by the fans, for the fans. Don't forget to check out Wrestling Radar.
Yeah, Wrestling Radar on YouTube, Wrestling Radar on Instagram and Twitter.
There you go. Check both shows out. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.